Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you are doing good with your family, with your work, with your studies online. Now welcome to my next slide video presentation. This slide video presentation I'm going to teach you about the research proposal part 2. You have learned already a research proposal part 1, right? So research proposal part 2 here, you are going to learn how to write introduction. What are you going to include in introduction? Literature review is the first point that you have to think about that. Okay, so you have to collect together some material, journal, books for your literature review. Before that, you have to think about your research topic, research research objective, research questions. These are these are tools, these are roadmap for all of you to find material, to find journal, to find books. Okay. All right. It also introduction provide the researcher with data on method or procedure that the people researcher or researcher used previously. Okay. Next, example A. Suppose you are going to conduct a research study to investigate the impact of immigration on the family. So the introduction should include a brief description as follows. One, you have to write about the origins of the migratory movements in the world. At least you have your own perspective, your own understanding, your own idea toward the migratory movements around the globe. All right, and then you have to draw some general theory that develop your migratory behavior or migratory movements around the world. Developed by the previous research journal, so on. And then you have to write at least several reasons for those who want to immigrate to the other country, to the third country, to the fourth country, so on. And then you have to identify the current trends in migration, national or state. Okay, national state. Especially you have to write the effects of immigration on family roles and relationship between husband and wife or children. Finally, you have to draw attention on the vacancy of mobility, or we can say occupational mobility. Okay. That is introduction. Okay, example B. Suppose your research project is to conduct a study of attitudes of foster carriers toward a foster payment in name the place, state, country. So the introduction should include the origin of the foster placement, the philosophy foster care, the historical overview of foster care and changes over the years. Reasons for foster care and changes over time. Origins of foster placement in the country you are conducting your research in. Effects of the foster placement on children and parents. So policies with respect to foster care in regions. Finally, you have to underline the role and responsibility of the foster parents, etc. Okay, that is in the introduction. So problem. First we write the introduction. Now you have to identify the problem, research the problem. When you conduct a research, you have to keep in mind problem is the most important. So problem can give you some idea, some inquiry in your mind, and go and then you finally you conduct a research. So with the problems, it provides a broad introduction to the area under study. and it stay focused on the issue relating to the issue or the problem um, that can be identify some gaps in existing body knowledge or previous research. The knowledge and literature you gain from must be in integral parts of the problem, and this should be specifically include issues, various aspects or perspective on this issue. Okay, the problem. What is your problem? Okay, raise some of the main research questions that you want to answer through your study. So here, keep in mind, yeah, research questions. Without research question, without research problem, without research objective, without research topic. Okay, so identify what knowledge is available concerning your question. Specify, specifying the differences of the opinion in the literatures regarding these questions if different exist. So the researcher have to develop the purpose of the study with particular reference in order to show how your study will match the gaps. Okay, will match the gap. Here are some research questions proposed in example A. Okay, you see the example A, right? About the impacts of immigration on the family. So you can formulate the research question with 5 questions here. But my suggestion is research question should be 1 or 2, at least 2. Okay, at least 2. Okay. So what settlement process does a family go through after immigration? Settlement, that means home, accommodation, so on. So how can you get your accommodation from the third country, third nation, or third culture? What adjustment do immigrants have to make? So you have to change your attitude. You have to follow their, their guidelines, their rules, their procedures when you leave, when you move to the third country, third nation. What is the possible impact of settlement on family roles and relationship? So in terms of impact, what specific question do you want to answer through your study? What does the literature say about these questions? What do you think will be relevance of the findings of your study to the existing body of the knowledge and to your profession? That is research questions. Okay, so go on. How about the research objective? So these specifically and clearly stated. The main objective and sub-objective should be included in. Right. So the action verb must be employed with this. You can start with to ascertain, to find out, to determine, to investigate. That your how to write the objective. Okay. Example A. So example A here. Main objective to ascertain the impact of immigration on the family. So that is the main objective. To ascertain, to investigate the impacts of immigration on the family. So sub-objective you can list down here. To determine the impacts of immigration on the husband and wife roles as perceived by immigrants, to find out the impacts of immigrations on marital relations, to ascertain perceived changes in parental expectation of the children, academic and professional achievement, and to determine perceived changes of attitude towards marriage in the study population. So you have the why we subdivide the objective, because it's easy to find the literature review. Okay, to find literature review. Okay, and also to conduct a research questions. You cannot conduct all these research question here, but you have to conduct a research question with this. Okay, all right, good. Alright, again, so thank you very much for joining me, and thank you very much for your time attending this slide video presentation. Hope you are fine with this video slide presentation. So the next slide video presentation, I'm going to give you research proposal part 3. So again, thank you and good day. Bye bye.